And I'm really happy for the victory and for getting to the final. I don't know if it's the best goal of the tournament, but it's the most special for me.
Oh, I say, what an unbelievable goal! The 16-year-old Lamine Yamal.
They got him in the dressing room after that. It was outrageous.
He's the youngest player to score in a semi-final.
The best player at the moment.
This is Lamine Yamal. A wonder kid. A phenomenon. A footballing miracle. A player who arrived before the world was ready. And these are the legends, rivals, teammates and coaches who spoke about him. Let's watch. Football has always loved young talent. Every generation produces a teenager who makes people curious. But every once in a while, a teenager appears who makes people speechless. That was Lamine Yamal. Before he could legally drive a car, he was already playing for Barcelona. Before most players reach professional football, he was facing elite defenders. And somehow, he looked comfortable. Not nervous. Not overwhelmed. Comfortable. The first thing people noticed wasn't his age. It was his imagination. The way he played. The way he saw passes others couldn't see. The way he attacked defenders without fear. Football is full of talented players. But courage is different. The courage to demand the ball. The courage to take responsibility. The courage to try something impossible. Yamal had all of it. The comparisons started immediately. Not because people wanted them. Because they couldn't avoid them. A left-footed Barcelona winger. Technically gifted. Creative. Fearless. The similarities were impossible to ignore. But Yamal wasn't trying to become somebody else. He was creating his own story. Week after week, defenders discovered the same problem. He was unpredictable. Show him outside. He cuts inside. Block the pass. He dribbles. Step forward. He accelerates. Give him space. He creates. Close him down. He eliminates you. For defenders, there were no easy answers. The remarkable thing wasn't just the skill. It was the maturity. Young players usually flash brilliance. Then disappear. Yamal kept making the right decisions. Again. And again. And again. As if experience had somehow arrived years before he did. The greatest sign of footballing respect is simple. Your rivals talk about you. Not because they have to. Because they can't stop thinking about you. When Yamal entered elite football, defenders immediately understood the challenge. This wasn't a prospect. This wasn't potential. This was already a problem. A serious one. Veteran defenders found themselves chasing a teenager. Coaches adjusted tactics. Teams doubled up on him. Entire game plans were designed to slow him down. And still he found moments. Moments that changed matches. Moments that changed opinions. The respect became global. Not local. Not Spanish. Global. Former players. Managers. Pundits. World Cup winners. Everyone seemed to have something to say. Because everyone was seeing the same thing. Something rare. Something unusual. Something that only appears once in a generation. The football world has seen many wonder kids. Most disappear. Some become stars. Very few make legends nervous. Yamal was doing that before turning 18. That alone tells you everything. Respect isn't given. It's earned. And Yamal earned it quickly. Every great footballer eventually enters a dangerous conversation. Comparison. The moment people stop discussing who you are. And start discussing who you remind them of. For Yamal, that happened almost immediately. And there was only one name people wanted to mention. Lionel Messi. It was inevitable. Same club. Same academy. Similar profile. Similar left foot. Similar creativity. But comparisons can become traps. Because football history doesn't repeat itself easily. There will never be another Messi. And there doesn't need to be. The smartest voices understood this. They admired the similarities. But they also recognized the differences. Yamal's story belongs to him. His style belongs to him. His future belongs to him. Still, debates continued. How good could he become? Could he become the best player in the world? Could he win the Ballon d'Or? Could he dominate football for a decade? Questions became expectations. Expectations became pressure. Pressure became reality. And somehow, he kept smiling. That might be the most impressive thing. Not the dribbling. Not the assists. Not the goals. The calmness. The ability to remain himself while the football world screams his name. Very few players possess that gift. The greatest usually do. Talent gets attention. Character earns trust. And trust is what separates stars from leaders. The people around Yamal consistently describe the same thing. Humility. Calmness. Professionalism. A love for football. Despite the headlines. Despite the hype. Despite millions of people discussing his future. He continues behaving like a footballer focused on improving. One training session at a time. One match at a time. One challenge at a time. The spotlight can destroy young careers. History proves it. Some players become prisoners of expectation. Others become distracted. Others lose their hunger. But every indication suggests Yamal remains grounded. And that's why coaches trust him. Managers see talent every day. What they truly value is mentality. The willingness to learn. The willingness to listen. The willingness to improve. And by all accounts, Yamal possesses those qualities. That's why teammates believe in him. That's why supporters adore him. And that's why football legends continue talking about him. Because talent opens the door. Character keeps it open. Every legend has a defining image. A moment that announces their arrival. For many players, that moment arrives in their 20s. For Yamal, it arrived much earlier. The European Championship. A tournament watched by millions. A stage designed for the world's best. Spain faced France. Pressure everywhere. Expectation everywhere. The football world watching. And then came the moment. A strike of extraordinary quality. A goal that instantly traveled across the planet. A goal that forced everyone to stop what they were doing. And watch. Again. And again. And again. Some goals win matches. Some goals create memories. That goal created belief. Belief that the hype was real. Belief that the future had arrived. Belief that football was witnessing something special. Moments matter. And Yamal delivered one of the biggest moments of the tournament. At an age when most players are still dreaming. He was already making history. When football legends praise a player, people listen. Not because legends are always right. Because they've seen everything. They've seen great players. They've seen overrated players. They've seen future stars. And they've seen future disappointments. Their standards are ruthless. Which is why their praise means so much. They see the technique. The vision. The confidence. The intelligence. But more importantly, they see possibility. Possibility is powerful. Because football is built on imagination. And when legends imagine your future, you know you're doing something special. No one knows exactly what Yamal will become. No one can predict the future. Football doesn't work that way. But the signs are there. The talent is there. The mentality appears to be there. And the football world has noticed. This was Lamine Yamal. The Wonder Kid. The entertainer. The future. A player whose story is only beginning. A player already earning the respect of football's biggest names. A player turning praise into expectation. And expectation into performance. Maybe that's why so many people keep talking about him. Because every generation searches for its next icon. And football believes it may have found one. This was Lamine Yamal. Fearless. Creative. Special. Tell me in the comments. Which football legend should we cover next? And subscribe. Because every legend has a story.